DD214 Gaming Podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Gaming is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now, because we have you.
Good evening, Jay.
Good evening / good morning. Happy Easter, right?
Happy Easter, my friend. Happy Easter.
Fucking Easter, man. Happy Sunday, and welcome to church for all of you, all of our fine viewer out there.
Yeah, fine viewer. Yeah, I like that one. The one guy, the one loyal guy or girl or both. I mean, whoever.
Or both.
You know?
Hey, it's 2022. They could be both at the same time. I don't care. Like, it's all good. That's what I'm saying, dude.
You know, it's only been 100. Well, when you guys see this, it's been 168 hours. But it's easy to say we fucking miss you guys already. Well, fuck.
We do. Well, I want to wish everybody out there a very happy and festive Easter. If you have the proclivity to be celebrating the holiday, I don't get visited by the Easter Bunny anymore. I get visited every year by the Easter Gunny. And the Easter Gunny brings me an Easter basket filled with freaking like Marlboro Reds and Monster, and around the house, and Monster, and around the house, the Easter Gunny hides beer for me to find. So I got this year for Easter, the Easter Gunny brought me some Boulevard Berry Noir. So it's a very tasty beer, and I just want to send a special shout out to the Easter Gunny for that. So yeah.
Let me send a text message to my wife real quick.
Oh. Thank you, Easter Gunny. I appreciate it. So yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I just made I made an order to the wife. Like, hey, let me get a little bit of that whiskey that's left over there. You know, we're going to be celebrating this week. It's a good week. You know, I was actually like kind of reminiscing about a lot of stuff about this past year, and I was watching Big Brother Australia, and this whole thing came up about the coronavirus.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And it really puts it into perspective, because I was like really thinking, like, wait a minute, I forget that these things happen. This happened around the whole world, and it gave me goosebumps to see the reactions of these people who are locked inside of a house. And
you're watching like was it like you said Big Brother Australia?
Yeah, Australia.
And the episodes you were watching is where like Corona started happening. Is that basically kind of what you're kind of getting at?
When it was breaking out.
So kind of gave you some flashbacks to like the early days of Corona?
Yeah, they actually said that there were 1,000 cases in Australia, and at that moment in time, there was 1,000 cases.
Okay.
And that New York and Los Angeles were on lockdown. And I mean, to think what happened after in Australia, you know, they were literally like, they got it so fucking bad. And watching it kind of put things into perspective. Very interesting stuff, man. Very interesting stuff.
Is it just me, or holy shit, it's already been fucking 2 years? Like, you know what I mean? Like it has been. It's already been fucking 2 years. Like that's the part. like the time flow from then to now has seemed kind of like just this like insta mega jump, you know, like 2 years, you know, fast forwarding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, it's been weird to me because I remember it like, you know, like we turned around and it was last week. You know what I mean? But that was right around the time, like even like you and me met. That was like right around the same time.
Yeah.
And it's
and
already
you
been
were playing video games.
Yeah, because we were all in fucking lockdown, and we were all basically like, you know, either, you know, drinking and playing video games for like freaking about, you know, 8 to 12 hours a day, intermixed with like, you know, eating some meals with the family and just kind of hanging out watching movies. You know what I mean? Like we were just kind of chilling for about 2 months. You know what I mean? And it was 2 years ago already that we were doing that. And I know it created a lot of hard times for a lot of people, and for everybody out there that like kind of suffered through it, man. I hope things have gotten better. I hope things continue getting better. Cheers, John, and happy Easter to everybody out there. And yes, we do wish you all a very festive and happy Zombie Jesus Day today. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at John. There you go, buddy. Easter Gunny was good to you too.
The Easter Gunny. I love it. Is the Easter Gunny a Marine?
I have either. He could be a 13 Bravo. Could be a gun bunny.
That's true.
We call them Gunny. We call them Gunnies too. But he could be either. It could be either. You know what? Hey man, it's your Easter Gunny. You decide. You want Army or Marine?
Is that the Easter Gunny behind you?
It's some. There's at least three of them.
Three of them, yeah.
There's at least 3 of them, and they are all armed. So I don't. Based off of the let me see behind me. Well, I'm gonna say based off the kit. Nah, I'm just gonna say fuck it. Both.
How was your week, man?
It's been a week for sure. Holy shit! It's always been another 168 hours in my world, bro. Like freaking Mach 10 and freaking, you know, on cruise control freaking every day, dude. But no, I had a good week overall. I got to work at the stadium, Kauffman Stadium, a couple times this week, so that was really kick ass.
Dream come true.
Yeah, I mean, more like I'd say full circle. Let's just call it full circle. You know, like I remember going to the park with my old man when we were kids. I think we've talked a little bit about this in previous chats or whatever. But you know, now I'm you know, we took the girls to a game last night. My beautiful girlfriend Nikki got us all tickets, and we took the girls to the Friday night Royals game. So that was really cool.
How old were you when you first went? That you remember?
My first Royals game was probably 1988.
1988.
So,
and
I know.
And you know what's crazy
that,
about this whole thing?
What's
is that it's the same stadium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same stadium. It's just been heavily remodeled, basically. But yes, exact same stadium. But yeah, I know the date of 1988 because that was the first time I flew in a plane, and I think we flew in, or we like flew in a plane, and I think we flew in. I could be mixing
safer back then.
Well, and we were I don't remember exactly what we went there for, but I remember the year was 1988, so I would have been 7. So yeah, I'm getting way off track with that. So, but yeah, 1988, and then to work there now. It
started to fizzle.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, when you by the way, kids, when you hit your 40s, kids, like the stuff that happened in elementary school is not nearly as easy to drudge up as it used to be. I promise you. So the fact that I remember that year is probably like on the good side for me. So
Fantastic.
But no, you know, getting to do security there is just kind of just cool in general. You know, I had a good time. I got to be on the field. Actually, I was on field security. So that was really cool to do that particular part of the security job. I was on the actual fucking field, like when the game was goddamn going on. So I got to just sit there and get paid to watch the game, not from the front row, from the fucking field, bro.
It's funny how you just keep on getting closer and closer, right?
Yeah,
it's like you were in the Diamond Club, and now you're on the field.
On the fucking field, bro. I was on the field.
Yeah. I can't help but be happy for you, man. I mean, that's gotta be. I mean, for a baseball fan like myself, which we'll get into a little baseball later.
Sure.
It's so cool because that's a dream of mine too, and you're living it. And like I feel your excitement because you love the sport. Mm-hmm. It's just as pure as it was back then. A couple assholes here and there.
Well, they make changes to the game every now and again. Like we discussed a couple of episodes ago. There's going to be some rules implemented. I've gotten to see fucking play calls under review in Major League Baseball. That's fucking live. Cool. And a couple of them have been reversed. A couple of them they reversed the fucking call. And you know what? Props to fucking Major League Baseball on that shit. Fucking props. Yeah. Dude.
So how are the Kansas City? I got the thing right here. Kansas City Royals are at 3-5 right now, which I mean it's.
Here's the thing though. They started 2-0.
Yeah.
They started 2-0 and their last 6 games they're 1-5. So they're definitely hitting a little bit of a slide right now.
That's so fucking cool, man. You're working in a baseball stadium, like you're working for the Kansas City Royals. You're working for a company, but that company services the Kansas City Royals, and
that's correct. By extension, I work for the Royals. Yes,
and it's funny too. If you should find that kid that helped us find our seats too. Because that would be a funny conversation. Like hey,
if he's man, I'd have to that's. There's a lot of the people that work there are really cool. It's the same as working over at Arrowhead. It's not the same. It's just similar. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of the people are cool. Everybody's there. Everybody's there to have a good time. Like contrary. I got kind of loud for a second, didn't it? Contrary to the popular belief, security guards that I've been working with, like nobody's there to like kick anybody out.
Yeah.
Like almost everybody's there like to want to make sure everybody has a good time. That's really all it comes down to. And because like honestly, man, like that's really what it comes down to is I think especially the what I would call like maybe the type of person that is kind of gravitates towards doing like just security in general. It's just you want to make sure people are just doing the right thing and just being safe. It has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with lording over somebody or kicking them out because they had one too many beers. But if they have one too many beers, they're causing a problem for everybody else. That's part of it, right? But on field at Kauffman Stadium, dude, like I don't have to worry about that because there's no fucking fans on the field. You know what I mean? So like I don't have to worry about that part there. You know what I mean?
That's great. This song did get kind of loud, right?
It did. It did not. Can you go to the next one? Do the next one. Turn that one down a little bit, and then see if.
Oh my god.
Looking for
commercial. Oh shit. Oh no, because we're broke bastards. We don't pay for YouTube TV. So
we ain't paying for fucking shit, dude. We bring this shit to you guys for fucking free, dude. Free 99, dude. You should not have to pay for this show. You should just be able to enjoy it. And I'm gonna say that until I start charging. So, love you guys.
Yeah. Oh shit! I keep on pressing the wrong fucking. There we go. So, you've been watching something.
Yes. So doing the Royals gig was cool, but then in the evenings and especially on the nights that I didn't work, me and Nikki. Why does that keep getting louder? Is it just me?
No idea.
Am I blacking out? Like it's like the volume keeps turning itself up. That's weird.
Hang on. We're gonna do something different.
No, you good, homie.
I got something better. Hold up.
There we go.
We'll do like.
Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Here it comes.
You try to have background music, guys.
Right. It totally worked. Before we went live, right? Seeing that? Yeah. Weird. So weird. It was fine before we pressed record. That's hilarious, right? Technology hates us, right? By the way, Boulevard Berry Noir, holy tasty. Is this shit good? Oh my god.
Oh, you said it's called Berry Noir?
Berry Noir. Yeah.
Did that sound like it got lower?
A little bit, yes. Yes. Leave it right there. Whatever you just did at work.
Do you still hear it?
Not now. A little bit. Right there. I totally hear that. That's perfect right there.
Oh, there we go, guys. So yeah, I mean we're just
trying. Look at John.
We're just trying to vibe, guys. We're just trying to vibe. It's the end of the night. I mean, I think
Dude,
I'm gonna
Easter.
Take another
It's
shot.
Easter, bro. It's Easter. We're just trying to vibe out, man. Like it's Easter. It's Easter fucking Sunday. You probably got dragged to church and you got the Bluetooth in your fucking ear right now, so you don't have to fucking like really pay attention. Or you got dragged to some freaking crazy ass fucking like Easter egg hunt with like 10,000 screaming kids like with their faces all smeared with chocolate, and you just need to vibe out with John and Jay. Like you came to the right place.
We are the vibe. Like the conversation that we had earlier. When you're at the beach or you're at the fucking pool and you see the little Bowie rope, we are the Bowie rope. Once you pass us, you're fucked.
That's right. We literally are. We straddle the fucking line. Like we are the line. Like we go all the way out as far as you can go before they say don't swim out past this buoy line. That's us. All right. So come hang out with freaking John and Jay. This is our church, and we hope you are having a good Easter. And yeah, it's Barry Norm, man. It's fucking really tasty. And yeah, and I'm definitely digging that fucking vibe now because that's like that is the perfect volume right there, brother.
So yeah, I got this thing right here, WestWorld. So you're watching WestWorld.
Real quick, I just want to note that, ladies and gentlemen, if you got a problem, John's got a problem solver, and his name is Revolver. Okay, that motherfucker just like fixed that whole fucking issue on the goddamn fly. Can we get a fucking round of applause for John? Somebody give me a fucking round of applause for fucking John, please.
Oh man, I just realized that's low.
Oh, I bet if you turn up the sound effects volume, does it turn up the freaking?
Yeah, it does.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There goes our vibe music.
Oh, wait a minute.
Otherwise, we're not gonna be able to have fucking.
No, wait a minute. I have an idea. You know what we do? We what do we call that?
Shit. Open up a different freaking tab.
Yep. There you go. You know, you just open up a different fucking program.
Boom. Look at John. Like I said, you got a problem. John's got a problem solver. His name is Revolver. This motherfucker's number one with a bullet, dude. Number one with a bullet. That's John. On Easter fucking Sunday. Holy shit. Are we getting sidetracked? I love it. I love it.
Oh, you know, and it's okay. Oh, there we go. We're a little late on it, but we got it. Right?
Oh, that's okay. That's for John right there. Good job, John. Fucking fantastic. Spot on, brother.
Yeah,
Spot
man.
on.
So.
Okay, no, yeah. So, in the evenings, yeah. So me and my beautiful girlfriend Nikki, we kind of. I didn't want to say we ran out of TV shows, but we kind of like. We finished a couple of things that we had been watching, and we've been kind of like watching a movie here and there, certain shows, getting like an episode or two in. A lot of stuff has been sucking lately. I don't know why, but
oh God, don't even get me started.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So like, well, long story short, this week we landed on this fucking show, WestWorld, and I know a lot of people out there probably find it somewhat humorous if you fucking pay enough attention to the show, how goddamn out of the fucking loop I am about shit. But here's yet another example. Right? This fucking show WestWorld is on HBO Max, and we're officially through the first season. So I'm gonna basically give like a real quick kind of like review for season 1 of WestWorld. Apparently this shit came out like 2016. So
yeah,
you know, do your math. That was like 6 fucking years ago. Okay, so I'm way fucking behind on this shit. All right. I'm gonna say overall tone. Freaking like I loved how it kind of sucked me in right away. It is a hybrid of kind of like Wild West sci-fi future possible dystopia. Video games, believe it or not, John. Video games, because the WestWorld itself is a video game. It is a live action fucking video game. The androids
in the show. Like
in the show, it's basically the show is like it's in the theme park. It's a theme park. WestWorld is a theme park, and it's like Red Dead Redemption 2. So all of the characters are fucking cowboys, cowgirls. There's prostitutes. There's Native Americans.
God,
there's freaking.
It's like a GTA RP server.
Yes, except you can do anything to the androids in the park. Anything. So like, there's no rules. So like the rich people in the world will pay exorbitant amounts of money to go into WestWorld, the theme park, and it's a place where you can take your family. Okay, mind you, like they as they kind of progress through the season, this first season, they explain that like it can be as like low key or fucking intense as you want it. So there's like, you see different types of what you would call like players in the game. Like there's guys that just go balls fucking out, like having orgies, shooting people for no fucking reason. You know what I mean? Like just, dude's getting a blowy, while getting a rim job while he's fucking like blowing somebody else's head off. Like that. There's people out there like that, right? Like that's their fucking, that's how they play the game.
Jesus Christ.
And this could also be a place where you take your kids. Right, and the theme park is like, it revolves around the real life people that are inside it at the time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So everything that is surrounding you, and all the androids that are surrounding you, they are built to go off of like visual cues, emotional cues, stuff like that, to keep the players happy, basically. And there's a couple of side stories. There's some side stories that there's some side stories that go into like the androids. There's side stories that go into some of the players. There's side stories that I don't want to ruin too much because I'm only in like one season. I'm going to definitely give it points, a lot of fucking points on its presentation and its like atmosphere and ambiance, because the whole first like episode or two, I was like, in my head, I was like, fuck, like I want to just go inside that world and just to be there. Like fuck even doing anything. Just to see, because it's close enough in technology to we're getting close, basically. You know what I'm saying, John?
Yeah.
We're getting close to an extent where some of this stuff is starting to be feasible.
Welcome to WestWorld.
Perfect. And that's basically like, yeah. And it's like I would mind just going there just to take a casual stroll and just people watch. Or I should say android watch, right?
Yeah.
Right? A couple of portions. There's a lot of different threads of storyline in this first season, so a couple of the storylines kind of fell flat for me, as far as like either they went in a certain direction a little bit too, in my opinion, a little too soon, or maybe a little bit too late.
Yeah.
Or they didn't explore certain things enough to where like I would have liked to have seen them explore maybe some other areas or aspects. But while it's going to lose a little bit of points for that, it kind of gains the points right back, because by the time the season 1 story arc, comes back at the season finale, the season finale definitely ends on a cliffhanger / fuck you piece of knowledge / okay, fucking ready for season 2. You know what I mean? So it kind of brought it back.
How many episodes are the first season? So Frenchie, my wife, she actually, you watched the whole first season? She watched like 3. Did you like it? Yeah, and
this is one of those shows that I would highly recommend either sipping on like a beverage of your choice or two. You know what I mean? Maybe having a little bit of the medicinal variety of your favorite 420 snacks. You know what I mean? And just kind of like vibing with it, and just because when you pay attention, this is one of those TV shows where there's a lot of like fast cuts. There's a lot of very subtle things that you will miss or you will not notice if you're not fucking paying attention. So it's kind of good to, maybe have like a pleasant vibe going. If that makes sense, while you are kind of enjoying it, I should say, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, Jack Daniels is setting the vibe now.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So it's a great. I would say, I would definitely recommend the first season. And I would say if you are not into it by if you're not into it by the end of episode 2, but especially by like, let's say by the beginning of episode 4, freaking call it done. That would be my recommendation. Like, absolutely recommend it to see if you like it. If you're not kind of getting there or possibly sold by like episode 4, I'd say freaking chop it off.
Yeah.
Like that would be my recommendation.
I mean, it sounds interesting.
It very much is, and that's why I'm not giving too much of the actual plot away, other than like androids and people and like a real life video game, because that's kind of like all the storylines kind of like weave in and out of each other very quickly at times, and you can see kind of where they're going. But like I said, there's a whole arc to season 1, obviously. So like by the time you get to the end of season 1, that's where a lot of it really does start coming together. So that was, and I'm fucking 6 years late, surprise, on a fucking TV show. But for the first season, I'm absolutely giving this motherfucker hard 7.5, maybe fucking 8 inches out of 10.
That's not bad. 8 inches out of 10? That's not bad.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like you basically, like, we're not going like freaking like jackhammer anal yet.
We're not
right?
doing
like,
stars no more. It's inches now. That's how we're doing it.
Inches, not stars, dude. Like, we don't need to do stars anymore. We can do inches. It's all good. Like, when you've got a TV show like WestWorld, dude, giving you the full 8, dude. Like, I don't know if I want the 10, bro, because I still got 2 seasons to go, bro. I still got 2 seasons, so.
No, that's a lot of damage.
Thank you. That was literally took the words out of my mouth. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh man.
So that was my last 168. So yeah. How was how did you do this week?
Well, the usual work. Watched some baseball, which was great. Played some baseball, MLB The Show.
How'd that go?
Actually, Xbox, which I suggest you and everybody else to look into your inboxes, in your Xbox inboxes, because they've given people $10 for free.
For what?
For
like, what are they giving it up?
For being loyal to Xbox.
Shit.
Yeah, that's it.
I need to check that the fuck out.
Yeah, get your free $10. So what the fuck you think I did? I got myself baseball cards with it. So I got the baseball cards. So now I got fucking Jackie Robinson on my team. I still got George Brett, but I had to put him in the bench, so we'll keep him for the hits. He's a good hitter.
He's a good hitter. He towards the end of his career, he was a fucking designated hitter, bro. He was always a good hitter. Yeah,
and I have to say, they still haven't fixed the co-op issue with MLB The Show. But the Diamond Dynasty is so much fun. So
no shit.
I found a solace in. I haven't even played like the Diamond Dynasty ranked matches yet, because I'm so hooked into the mini seasons of the game. It's getting so fun. It's
cool.
It's gotten to a point where it's just like, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm getting a lot of points for this, so why not?
I am very happy to hear that you are hunting the good stuff, right? They always tell us in the Army, hunt the good stuff.
Hunt the good stuff, yeah.
I am glad you hunted the good stuff on MLB The Show this year, because like
it is such a good game.
I know how much you fucking love that shit, and it killed me when I heard your review, because I could hear just the emotional damage. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that you incurred. You know what I mean? Like
emotional damage.
Yeah, it's like you obviously incurred some when like the co-op came out all fucked up.
Yeah,
like,
because they overhyped it. They overhyped the co-op to be the greatest thing, and it can be if it fucking worked.
If it fucking worked, right? Exactly. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's disgusting. Like, they completely shit the bed on the fucking game, like, completely.
Right.
And but in saying that, the Diamond Dynasty is fun. I got my $10 worth, with a bunch of good players. It's hard to get any fucking Washington National players in order to unlock the uniform. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I can't get no national players, but it's okay.
Interesting. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Also, another thing that kind of grinded my gears this week. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is coming out with another. Sonic the Hedgehog is coming out with another game, except it's Roblox exclusive, and I want to play some fucking Sonic, not in Roblox.
Right. So, how does that work? Like, how does that, like, Sonic's coming out with a game, but it's not a Sonic game? Is that what you're?
It's a Sonic game, but it's only exclusive to Roblox. So my son's excited. He's gonna get himself some new skins.
Like, can you play it in Roblox?
Yeah, that's it. It's exclusive to Roblox.
Araya plays the shit out of that.
Well, there you go. She's gonna play some Sonic and get some skins.
Dude, she's gonna play. I'm gonna play it, dude.
You're gonna play it.
I never had a Genesis, and I always, again, this goes back to, like, I have a history of, like, watching other people play video games, because sometimes it's just, since I was a kid, I've enjoyed watching my friends play video games. You know what I mean? Like, it's whether I'm playing, and oftentimes
that's the Roblox sound, the oof.
And oftentimes when I'm, like, depending on the game, I would rather watch somebody else play it. Like, if it's a game that I'm not really into, I would rather watch somebody else play it. You know what I mean? But, like, with Sonic, I didn't grow up playing Sonic because I didn't have a Genesis. I was fortunate enough to have a Super Nintendo. You know what I mean? So, like, whether you had one or the other, or God forbid, like, both, like, if you were that lucky, whatever. But, like, I only had the Super Nintendo, so I had a couple friends that had a Genesis, so I would watch them play. But, like, if you remember, the controller had, like, 3 buttons, where, like, the Super Nintendo had, like, 4, and I'm not saying I couldn't play with the Genesis controller. What I'm saying is, it was, like, a lot of times I would just watch my friends play. And so, like, I've seen Sonic, I've seen people play the shit out of Sonic, but I never really played it much when I was younger. So yeah.
Sonic 1 was okay, but Sonic 2 was way better. The game. I need
to just get, like, a mod and fucking.
They have a Sega Classic bundle on Xbox.
Is it on Game Pass?
I don't know.
I need to check that out. I need to do a deep dive on, like, a lot of the older games. I have found, especially as I've been, there's a game. Let me stop myself right there before I start fucking blacking out. There's a game I'm playing right now. It's called Descent. Yeah, that's basically, like, my brain literally just, like, snapped back into, like, second gear. So,
you know how when you have a kid and, like, your spouse is like, oh, the mommy brain. This is veteran brain.
Yo, dude, hardcore. Like, I'm trying to get, like, make 2 points at the same time, and I really need to stop fucking doing that shit to myself. But no, I'm playing this game, Descenders. It's just a fucking mountain biking game with some jumps. Yeah, it's like, I have been playing the shit out of that, but it is the most basic ass. It is the most basic ass game, like that. Like, there's nothing to it. It's the same as XO1. It's almost the same as fucking Myst. And it's like, what I've noticed is, I'm starting to, like, revert back to, like, a lot of the easier to play, easier to just kind of, like, zone out on video games versus the hardcore, like, everything kind of, like, full scale ambiance, like, makes you feel like you're there kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of actually going backwards, with a lot of my video game play lately. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just kind of what I'm doing, like, lately. But I noticed it. You know what I mean? And so games like Sonic or a Sega pack, where I never really grew up playing Sega Genesis games.
They're so fun.
I remember, like, Road Rash. That was a fucking badass game. You know what I mean? Like Road Rash 3D, dude. Like, those were dope ass games. And, like, Super Nintendo didn't have that shit. You know what I mean? Oh, there it is, dude. I know that sound. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, bro. That was Sega. That was the shit.
There's the one.
So what else? What else you got going on this week?
So
like, what
this
else?
week
What else?
I played a fuck ton of VR.
Oh shit! Okay.
Like, oh man, I forgot to take out the WestWorld thing. Whoops. I have been.
Has that been just, like, chilling there the whole time?
Yeah, it was just chilling there. It's okay, because we're just hanging out.
That's right.
I'm playing a lot of VR. I'm starting to get used to it a lot more. I was playing this range game. And I feel so fucking dangerous playing it because I've been getting, like, platinum in all the range markers and stuff like that. And I'm obsessed. It's great. Obviously,
turn you into a good shot, man.
Oh, dude, I'm scared of myself.
I mean, it's like, if you ain't got money for bullets, dude, but you can mimic the actions, freaking, as close to possible. Muscle memory is a fucking thing, and it will stay true for you, freaking, when the time comes. Yeah. So I mean, that is a tried and true, tested fact. Like, every military in the world that is worth a shit fucking practices exactly that.
Yeah. No, I will say,
mimicking the conditions.
It's very realistic because you have to pick up the weapon from your hip, you need to grab the magazine. You need to put it in the weapon. You need to cock the weapon back. You need to do all the fundamentals. You even need to go from safe to from safe to semi.
Is there like jamming?
There can be jamming.
Do you have to conduct like sports when a jam occurs?
No, it's just it's a video game. So now what would be really good is if the U.S. Army, which they've made video games before, and they weren't bad video games, they could make a range game.
Yeah, I mean we kind of have those, but we have those with like pneumatic pressured like weapons, that we shoot lasers at a screen, and that's like it's pretty
like
cool.
the one at
yeah,
like the what? Like at Infantry Museum, they got one. They got the helicopter one.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Except like we train in those sometimes, like when we get the chance to.
I remember when we did the video game ranges, they were odd to say the least. You know what I mean?
Are you talking about like in basic? Are you talking about like in basic?
No, like when you're in the operational army. There was a spot in
Mm-hmm.
Fort Benning that we had to do training at. And the weapons were real. They just had glass inside of them for the lasers and whatever. But it was crazy. I think I failed too. I think I failed the one because I needed glasses.
They're not always as easy. Like, oh shit, look, the fucking Easter Gunny brought me another fucking beer.
The Easter Gunny brought you another beer. The Easter Gunny brought me another shot.
Fuck yeah, bro. But yeah, dude. I've got to do, especially after I went over the infantry. I got to do quite a bit of kind of extracurricular training in like the simulator screens or whatever.
Yeah.
And
those things are pretty cool.
Dude, there was one time like we were doing like these scenarios or whatever, and in the scenario on the screen there was like a lady like a car stopped suddenly. We're like in this fucking town or whatever. A lady got out of the freaking driver's side, like immediately like ran across the street, but she was unarmed. And then a dude got out of the passenger seat holding a lady like hostage, like with his hand around her throat. And he had a gun like in his other hand. And so like, and this was like an MP scenario or some shit like that. Well, like I was in the standing position. There was like, and our squad was online. Like we were in the standing position, and like I got a beat on this motherfucker, dude. And like as soon as he like brought his arm out, I freaking fired. And the scenario like immediately stopped. It like immediately ceased, and it was like halt. Like he's like explain your actions. And he was like on the fucking screen. It's like halt, explain your actions. Like we're like. Because I fired before I was fired upon, right? Like it's supposed to mimic like the laws of war or whatever.
Yeah, the rules of engagement, the row.
It's supposed to fucking mimic all that shit. But what it failed to take into account was like
explain yourself.
Oh, dude, what it failed to take into account was like the ROEs and the laws and the law of war kind of like as kind of evolved throughout time, where it was like if somebody's in danger and you got a shot, there's certain times you're allowed to take it, right? Well, anyways, at the like. After we got it reset or whatever, before it reset, it showed like where all the rounds that were fired, which was just mine, where the rounds went, and the round went like right here in the dude's face. And I was like, yeah, that dude would have been dead, and that lady would still be alive. So like, I don't want to fucking hear it, like from your stupid scenario.
I'll tell you one thing: the game has given me trauma from Fast Freddy.
Fast Freddy, what's that?
The fucking when you're at the range, and it's like the 50 meter.
Oh
and,
yeah.
Fucking Fast Freddy, he just pops up and then comes back down.
The one under no circumstances are you ever supposed to miss, but it happens sometimes.
Like a couple of them come up and I'm like, oh, Fast Freddy.
It's embarrassing, dude. Like I remember
it really is.
I had a streak for a lot, like the first. I don't know how many years I was in the Army. I was probably at least 3, maybe 4 years in. I was still a mechanic. But when
I will grow up, I will be army and save Pakistan.
That was supposed to be the U.S. Army thing, and I don't know what happened.
Wow. Yeah.
Are you in the Army?
That was okay. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, there we go.
It was before. I know it was before I reclassed, but I remember the first time I missed Fast Freddy, and like I didn't even want to fucking admit it, dude. I felt shame in my soul for missing the 50-meter target, dude. Like ever, for missing a 50-meter target ever, even once. Like just shame in my soul. But it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us, right? So
It's even worse when you miss them by pistol.
there were certain ranges on, well, pretty much everywhere I've freaking done a lot of shooting. So Fort Leonard Wood, Fort Benning, Fort Carson. There are certain ranges where some of the targets, if they're not as well kept, I have seen bullets basically like pass
Just go right through them. Yep.
Because you can see the splash. You can see where the dust kicks up behind it. It's like there's no way the dust kicked up behind it like that if it didn't go through the fucking target. Like the trajectory is fucking.
And sometimes there's just straight holes in them the size of small plates.
To be fair, on the other side, I have also hit the berm, and because I kicked up fucking dirt, the dirt fucking splashed the fucking target and made the target go down when I probably didn't fucking hit it with the bullet. You know what I'm saying? Like that person would have gotten splashed with rocks, but they would have lived.
It's actually kind of funny how probable that really is. How you could actually shoot a piece of a target that actually has a hole in it. Like I've heard people say
that many people fire on it that it creates over time. If they are not serviced over time, they will deteriorate to where there are large enough holes in them that a bullet will easily pass through without the target itself feeling anything. You know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
It happens, but like I said, you also get some on the back end when you hit the fucking dirt mound and the target senses, the dirt getting kicked up on it as a bullet strike. So, it ebbs and flows. You win some, you lose some on the range anytime in the Army. So, but yeah. So,
And then the other thing that happened this week, I was watching some baseball.
I was gonna say, how's the fucking Yankees doing?
The Yankees are 4-4 right now. We got our asses kicked by the fucking Toronto Blue Jays. They came in,
no way,
and they fucking they served us our asses in a baseball glove, in a leather golden glove is what the fuck they did. But if you guys are not watching baseball, right now the Chicago White Sox are killing it. They are 6-2 right now.
6-2, huh?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Their home record is 4-1. Their away record is 2-1. That's pretty fucking incredible. And then you got the Colorado Rockies in second, the Dodgers, the Giants, the Mets.
What's the Colorado Rockies? Since I just moved from Colorado, what's their record?
5-2.
Interesting. Good for them.
Away 2-0, and I'm trying to see here. Can I click here? Which teams are like? You can do like
division standings or
and it's actually funny because the one VR game that I have, Poker Stars. You could bet on the baseball games using your tokens in game.
Shit. Interesting.
Yeah,
Is it real money? Can you gamble real money in VR?
I mean, you're paying. I mean, let's say you're paying $5, right? You get like 10,000 chips.
Okay.
I mean, I guess technically you're gambling real money, but you're paying for the chips. So
there's no cash out, right? Though.
There's definitely no cash out.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
There's a lot of shit talking, bro. Let me tell you, there's a lot.
I can only imagine. I can only fucking imagine.
But it's looking good in the American League East. It's Toronto Blue Jays and the Yankees. In Central, it's the White Sox and the Cleveland Guardians, which I fucking hate their name. I saw them. Our opening day homestand was against like the Indians. So the Guardians, excuse me, Guardians. Yeah, I mean, okay, but what's so interesting about this? And let's get a little deep right now. We had the issues with the Redskins, which clearly sounds way more offensive.
That is absolutely, and it was absolutely used in a racist manner back in the day. The team kind of skidded along with that name for probably a little bit, or I should say, a lot longer than they probably should have.
Yeah.
So I get that one. I really do get that one. I really do get that one.
But I think what I think you're about to say, I don't understand what was the offensive thing about the Cleveland Indians.
I think the main thing is how it started, like the origin.
Well, it wasn't a bad origin. The player was Native American, wasn't he?
There was a lot of, and I don't know. That's the thing. I think I'm about to start talking out of my ass, so I'm just gonna stop myself.
Yeah,
right
I don't know too much about it, but that's as far as I know.
I'm a little bit persuaded to say I would need to see something a lot better then, you know, I don't know, man. I get changing the football team's name. You know what I mean? I don't understand what unless the owners of the team, or I don't know. Maybe we should just do a deep dive on this and talk about this shit next week, because we're both about to start talking about shit we have no idea about. So all I know is we still do the tomahawk chop at Arrowhead. The fucking stadium's still called Arrowhead. The team is still called the Chiefs. We still do a fucking tomahawk chop. We bang a fucking war drum. Like, is that coming our way? I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell you. That's the part. You're muted, brother. You're muted.
You know, this cancel culture shit is so, you know, I want to understand it more. I want to respect it, you know, but there's just some things
in some areas, yes.
Yeah,
in some areas,
know?
yes.
And you know, you really think about it, and you're just sitting there. You're just like, well, you know, what was so, you know, I get it, you know, whatever the origins were, but the origins that I understood were different than what a lot of people are saying. And it is what it is, you know. I think that the name shouldn't have been changed, because I think it's a strong name for the team, way stronger than the fucking Guardians. You know,
well, and
what are they guarding? What are they guarding?
That's the fucking the football team became the Commanders, and it's like, what the fuck are you commanding? You know, what are you commanding out there? Another a 4-12 record for the fucking 8th year in a row? Like
it's
who the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking
like,
Cleveland. I know people who live in Ohio that don't even like the Cleveland Indians. Like,
I mean, it's
the Guardians. Excuse me.
Cleveland sits on the Cuyahoga River. That's a Native American name. River. Like that's a. I don't know. I quit.
Yeah.
I quit.
Okay.
We're gonna stop right here. We're gonna stop right there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking. I'm gonna put my foot so far in my mouth it's not even gonna be funny. So I'm just gonna shut the fuck up right now.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. And when we. Oh, actually, did you pack the bowl yet? Oh wait, we should have said that on the air. Don't fire us, because we're about to come into commercial quick. But before we get into commercial, I need to say this week. So it's Easter.
Oh yeah.
And then it's 420.
It is. It's gonna be officially. It's gonna be 420. April 20th is gonna be Wednesday this week. So if you're watching right now, it's Sunday the 17th. So in 3 days, it is the unofficial, you know, holiday for all of you doobie smokers out there, all you fucking hippies.
And I just want to
dirty,
say
smelly
too,
hippies.
there's a third holiday too. I mean,
What's that?
obviously we're not going to be doing anything this year for it, because I mean, we're still fresh here. But DD214 Day, we've kind of dubbed April 21st. You know, because
right.
you know, 21-4, you know,
21-4 on the if you're across the pond, you write your dates and then your months and then your years. So 21-4, i.e. 214, is definitely this week as well. What you got, John?
Because we're about to go to commercial, so it's gonna be so exciting. You know, we got, you know, I actually want to have you guys.
Did you have something to pull up real quick for something, John?
I did actually. I wanted to show you guys. You know, I just like, you know, I think, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, take out the WestWorld, put up the Snoop Dogg Easter Bunny.
Oh, here you go. That sounds fun.
The Easter Snoop, yeah. So I mean,
is that up right now? Is that up?
Yeah, it's up right now.
Okay.
It's probably, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Veterans, we like cannabis. You know, we like it. You know, and it, you know, it helps us with our joints. No pun intended. It helps us with our bones. And I mean, hey, I hope everyone has a safe holiday. And when we come back, we are going to bring you guys some news. So we'll be right back after this commercial.
Oh yeah.
Take your hit. Where's all this smoke coming from?
Man, I don't know what the fuck. I was like, I It's like something on fire in my house. I don't know. Couldn't tell.
Oh man.
Man.
Smoke weed every day.
Man. I hope everybody for everybody that does celebrate this week though, do celebrate responsibly, and I wish all of you a very, very happy 420. This is a somewhat almost recognized holiday across the country now, and I can say like dude, the teenager inside me is so giddy about it, dude, where it's like I could only have dreamed about this in the fucking 90s when I was a teenager, and it's really, really cool to see so many fine Americans partaking in something that the founder of our country, one of the founders of our country, our first president, the man who's on the dollar bill, beloved of all infantrymen worldwide, George Washington, grew it himself. You know, it's so fun to know that like so many fine Americans are partaking now in something that the father of our country appreciated himself. Cheers to 420 this week.
This is a man who had wooden teeth and hippo teeth.
Let's calm down, Cody. All right, you're good, buddy.
And then so in the first thing that we got news, this banner that I'm pushing out live right now. Oh my god. So Death Stranding was officially put into this official PlayStation Studios banner. You know, there's Death Stranding, MLB The Show, Ratchet and Clank, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, a whole bunch of great titles, right? And a lot of people, you know, the internet went crazy. They were just like, "Oh my god, you know, the PlayStation Studios is buying Hideo Kojima Studios." But people seem to forget that Hideo Kojima is working on an exclusive Xbox title. It's a horror title, which is supposed to be cloud-based only. Which I can't
fucking wait. I am still pissed that we lost PT. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still pissed that we lost fucking PT. You know, the Silent Hill playable trailer, you know? I will never if a Rick and Morty like multiverse ever opens up, one of the first ones, if I'm able to travel between them, one of the first ones I'm gonna visit is where that fucking video game was like actually like made to fruition. Because goddamn, dude. Because goddamn. Like I ain't trying to travel to like far off worlds and like distant lands. Like, nah, man. I want to see like a more perfect version of like fucking this one first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And like, Hideo Kojima had put out a tweet and said, "I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, but Kojima Productions has been and will continue to be an independent studio." And Hideo Kojima, although his favorite Batman movie is Lego Batman, he has come out with titles Death Stranding, obviously the Metal Gear Solid series, which I'm a huge fan of. And if you guys are not watching Moon Knight, you guys are fucking very wrong, because Oscar Isaac is going to be a fantastic Snake.
Interesting.
You know, but this is very interesting news. I mean, Hideo Kojima, he's a fucking video game visionary, is he not?
He is one of the, for me and my extreme lack of knowledge at times when it comes to video games and the gaming industry, you have plussed me up quite a bit. But believe it or not, way before you and me ever met, I definitely knew exactly who the fuck that guy is. Like he's been in the news and in my like loop probably since like easily like the early to mid 2000s maybe ish, somewhere around there. He's like I just remember hearing about him like in my early to mid 20s maybe for me. So that's kind of like the time frame. But I've known pretty much who that guy is for quite some time, and he is a visionary. He's a fucking legend. He don't fucking answer to goddamn no really fucking body.
And it's funny too, because he's made a lot of PlayStation exclusive games too, and he's still like, we're an independent company.
He is one of those guys where it's like you don't get to put a number out for him. He puts a fucking number out for you. It's like if you there's nothing you can offer this motherfucker.
No, he's
already fucking so far past that bullshit. You know what I mean? He did the starving artist thing so goddamn long ago. He has set himself so firmly in place as one of the legends and one of the greats of all fucking time.
Yeah.
Forever, all time. He has already cemented his legacy.
A man of few words too.
You have nothing you can offer him. So you don't go to Hideo Kojima and tell him what he's going to do for how much. You know, you ask him if he'll allow you to fucking present it on your fucking platform. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking, and he knows that shit because of how bad he got fucked out of PT. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Yeah, and
that's what I'm saying, Brett.
I hope to see. I'm pretty sure that his name will be attached to the movie, the Metal Gear Solid movie, because there is. I mean, look, the Metal Gear Solid series, it's incomparable. It's absolutely incomparable. You know, the first 2 games. That was
one of the original action. Like we had
espionage
Final Fantasy
games,
before.
yeah.
Yeah, we had Final Fantasy before that. I never played Final Fantasy because I never got into like Dungeons and Dragons and fantasy shit, right? But Metal Gear I got into, and that was the first like long series, you know, long drawn out storyline series of what did you call it? Like tactical espionage?
Yeah, tactical espionage.
Yeah,
such a good series. I mean, I remember playing. Me and my wife and I. we were living in we were going through the shelter system, you know, early in our lives, and I played Snake Eater in the shelter, and I remember I couldn't put. You remember I couldn't put that controller down. That game was so, and I mean the song, I am lost in a dream, Snake Eater. Beautiful fucking song. John. Listen,
fuck yeah, John.
Song,
can I get a round of applause for John? Dude, that was fucking karaoke, dude. Like, it was perfect, dude.
Listen, the
nailed
song
it.
Is magical, okay? And Oscar Isaac is going to be so good as Snake, right? He's going to be so good. And mind you, if you don't know
who's Oscar Isaac, who's Oscar Isaac in Moon Knight?
Is he Moon Knight? He's the main guy. He also plays Poe Dameron. That's where most of his fame came from the Star Wars series.
Oh, okay.
And you know, and years ago, Christopher Nolan was attached to this.
I could see that dude playing fucking Snake.
Yeah,
I totally could see that dude playing Snake.
Now, years ago, Christopher Nolan was attached to this film with Christian Bale playing Snake, and it fell through. It just didn't work, unfortunately. I'm a huge Christian Bale fan. I would have loved to have seen it.
I could have fucking seen that. We're gonna have to go to that fucking world in the multiverse next time, dude.
Yeah, like what if this guy made this movie? And I can tell you, Christopher Nolan,
Solid directed by Christian Nolan, starring fucking Christian Bale, dude. Like we'll do that in the universe next door.
Yeah, and I mean, and you know me and my fan castings. Don't even get me started. But you know, Metal Gear Solid, Hideo Kojima is the fucking man.
He really is.
The next thing we have here is Scrabble. So Scrabble decided that for people who have, you know, who don't have the money to pay the $30-$40 for their game, you know, like, hey, play the game for free. Go to Scrabble.com.
No way.
You know, sign up on Facebook and play the game for free. It's
really?
You know, it's a low HTML based website. I haven't played it yet, but I mean.
Oh, you talking about like it looks kind of like it was like a video game in the 90s?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, dude. And it's like just for free? Yeah. Like, so like you and like.
And now I want to add, I think this is really cool, and I hope that other brands like Hasbro, who owns Scrabble, to participate in something like this for games like Monopoly. Because before this happened, there used to be a website called Pogo.com. The website still exists, but it's not what it used to be. So Pogo.com used to have classic board games, Clue, Monopoly, Guess Who, shit like that. It was fun, and it was free, and you could play with your friends. It was multiplayer based. I miss it. Completely miss it. But you know,
I was just gonna say, I completely agree and I dig all of it. I dig the fact that it's free. I dig the fact that you can play with your friends. You don't have to buy a board if you don't have one, or if you don't have the space or whatever, like something, whatever. I quit. But yeah, like that's really cool. That's very, 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 very generous of them, I guess. And that's neat that you can do that.
That is very neat. I mean, Scrabble. I could sit there for hours playing fucking Scrabble. So.
I'd be lying if I said I've played in like probably over a decade, but then again, there's a lot of things I could probably say, and that's probably Army related and why and got a lot of broken glass in my head, and I probably should start doing those things again. And yeah. Cheers, fuckface.
Cheers, yeah, cheers, fuckface. There we go. In other news, we also have the developers of Ghost of Tsushima. They're not doing anything right now. They're free.
What does that mean?
They're free. A lot of people are speculating that they're going to start pre-production on a new Ghost of Tsushima game. Now, we know for a fact that there's a Ghost of Tsushima movie in pre-production right now. What that movie is going to look like, we don't know. But it would be cool to kind of have those influences like the Mandalorian had with, what was it, Kurosawa?
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to have those influences be shown in a Ghost of Tsushima movie. And I mean, you were the one that told me that you could play the game in black and white, which is probably one of the...
I broke such a fucking promise when we first got out here, man, but believe it or not, I still have not. I got my PlayStation moved down here to our entertainment area, right in the basement, but I haven't even plugged it in yet or played it. Like, I've just been so fucking busy, man.
It happens.
It does, man. It's life, dude.
That's just a little tidbit. So
one of these days, and we'll fucking stream it. We'll do a whole. I'll play the whole goddamn game on like extra hard mode, just to be a dick to myself. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, we will have some fun. But until that day comes, like, I'm sorry, like, I can't hit my fucking deadlines.
Listen, it fucking happens. We also have Need for Speed news. This is actually kind of exciting because Need for Speed hasn't come out with a fucking game in a long time. It's going to be set in fictional Chicago. I don't know much about it. There hasn't been much news about it, but it's going to go with the photorealistic art style with anime elements. I don't know what the fuck that means. The photorealistic, I can imagine it's going to be, we're going to have the looks like Forza, because we're all waiting.
I was going to say, they were getting close to photorealistic. Like, I remember with like the 360.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a couple of console generations ago.
Forza,
so I can only imagine.
Listen, Forza was fucking killing the game in the 360 days, and I couldn't believe what the fuck they were doing. So Need for Speed. Oh, there's the end. Need for Speed. I think that game's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, I've played the Need for Speed games. I think the last one I played was Hot Pursuit. Fun game. Okay. Needs for Speed are fun. So let's get on with it. Next, I am excited to talk about this. To be honest with you, a couple days ago, Lego Star Wars: The SkyWalker Saga came out.
Okay.
And it's pretty much like a remake of it's called Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
Okay.
So you put the games side by side, they look completely different. Okay, we're talking about everything looks fucking good. The detail on the Legos are fantastic. The way that the ships look, the planets look amazing. I was looking through some Easter eggs of the game too, which actually fascinated me, where if you play as different characters, excuse me, I'm starting to get a little
tipsy.
Yeah.
You having a lot of Easter cheer over there, dude?
Yeah. So the game, I mean, so let's say you play as like Obi-Wan Kenobi from the newer movies, like old Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you face him against Darth Maul. He says to him things like, "I remember you taller than this." Which, haha, he cut his fucking legs off in the Phantom Menace. So there was like little things, like little Easter eggs that are in there. So they do a good job to keep continuity in a comedic level when they're breaking the continuity. The storyline, apparently the replayability of it is off the wall. And I'm seeing a lot of 10 out of 10s. I haven't played the game. I have not played the game yet. I am planning on getting the game soon to play it myself, to play it with my kids. I believe it's also a multiplayer game. But
cool.
I think this game is going to be Game of the Year.
Okay.
There's a strong.
You're calling it. You're kind of calling it right here.
I'm calling it right now. Lego Star Wars: The SkyWalker Saga.
Supposed to be. Gonna be some shit.
Yeah, and I think that this is gonna be. I mean, because there's not a lot of games. I mean, I think the only thing that's gonna be in contention is Starfield, and if we know anything about Bethesda games, Starfield is gonna have a lot of fucking bugs when it comes out. So I don't think it's gonna. I don't think.
It's not gonna.
Yeah, it'll be a
It's not gonna have
contender.
like that the universal appeal though.
Yeah, it'll be a contender.
I could have been a contender. I
You
could have
know?
been a contender, but I made you use too many buttons on the video game.
Yeah,
controller.
and that's just
Could've
what
been
it
a
is.
contender.
That's just what it is, man. And I hope, to be honest with you, I really would like to see this game get Game of the Year because it really, I mean, it's not really a reboot because they added so much to it.
I'll tell you what, dude. Like, me and my youngest are about to be done with It Takes Two very shortly, and we might need something to. You need to learn how to start sipping, bro. You gotta sip on it. Sip on it. Just sip. Just sip.
Sip, right?
All you need is a sip. Drink it like a gentleman, man. Just sip.
Pussy.
Sip. But yeah, like me and my youngest might be in the running for like needing another video game to start playing together. You know what I mean? So like I'll be very curious to hear your actual review on the game, like if and when you do in fact get it and play it.
This might be the one. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, do your thing, homie. Like I fully support you, man, because like I would trust your word over like any review in a magazine or whatever.
And I mean, look, Lego games are fantastic in its own right. So I mean, guys, play the Lego play the Lego Star Wars game. I'm gonna end up playing it soon. In fact, my nephew, who's on the other side of the wall, has been playing it. He loves it. That's actually how that's the experience that I had from watching him play it. And even he, so he is such an avid gamer. Have
you seen the Easter Gunny?
I have not seen the Easter Gunny, Jay.
Shit. Give me a second. I need to look for the Easter Gunny real quick.
You have to look for the.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh, look.
He brought him another Berry Noir. Holy shit.
I got another beer. Thank you, Easter Gunny. I appreciate it.
There we
Appreciate you. Can we get a round of applause for the Easter Gunny?
You know what? Let us get a round of applause for the Easter Gunny. What else? What else do we have? So, I can't wait to talk about this.
What you got? You got?
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, okay. What you got?
There are so many. Okay, so like.
You're actually excited to talk about it, so you have my curiosity.
First off, with all the leaks,
I smell a rat.
With all the leaks that are coming out, okay, it is incredible. We saw the picture last week in last week's episode, which looked actually kind of nice, with the Florida house, with the Florida looking house. But there's been a lot of like news about how soon this game is going to come out. And there's a rumor right now that GTA Online has one major update left.
GTA Online?
GTA Online.
Only has one?
Only has one major update left. Whatever the fuck this is, no one knows what it is. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been keeping up with the updates. I jump on GTA, and when I'm not in the RPs, I'm actually
we're
playing.
talking about actual regular ass.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, before we started this podcast, that's what I was doing. That's why I was a little late on having some of this stuff ready, because I got a little caught up in PC, because I'm starting the game over on PC.
Okay.
Because I can't transfer any of my stuff over.
John, you don't have to apologize
to
me.
No,
I played GTA 4. I played GTA 4 so many times and so much. Like brother, I was in the top 1,000 in the world on one of the playable levels online. I was like in the top 1,000 in the world at one point. Like I played it that fucking much. I literally I
love GTA 4, by the way, just because. I just have to say, one of the greatest things about GTA 4 is that there were parts of my hometown in that game.
Right. So you're basically like cruising your own streets, basically.
Dude, there were parts there's an area in Hoboken, right? and that specific building it's like right in between Hoboken and Jersey City, and the area is exactly the same. Like it's made exactly the same. So it was very eerie. Even the parts of New Jersey that were made in GTA 4 were fantastic. But the rumor that has been going out is that GTA has one last one happening. And so a lot of people are like, oh, are they going to reboot this? Are we going to have another fucking reboot? You know, a fucking remaster like we really fucking need one. An insider said, what's the point of Rockstar doing that when the game comes out in a year and a half?
It's a year and a half from now. That's going to be October-ish of 23.
And now we're thinking, now every time a GTA is released, it comes out around E3. E3 is not happening this year. E3 happens around October, November. So are we going to start getting stuff? If we start getting stuff by fall, expect the game to come out by the end of next year. I'm calling it now. And you know,
that's early news, but I think as much as I fucking despise giving them fucking press right now, this is one I'm gonna definitely hand over to you and say, like, I agree that you gave them some press today, because that would be this early out with no actual official anything. Like, yeah, you're calling it pretty early, and I don't think anybody expects it to be out that soon. That's 18 months. That means they would have already been working on it. Which, told you got a problem. John's got a fucking problem solver. His name is Revolver.
And I'm just like, this shit better not be a flop. Okay. And
hey, man,
and it's so interesting.
This is where we're gonna start. Yeah.
And I have to say, the more I play it lately, the more I realize how much Grand Theft Auto is my second favorite game series of all time. And I realized that when I realized the fact how versatile the game can be through mods, dare I say.
Sure.
You know,
it's been like that. I mean, it's tradition. I mean, for the series, for the series itself. I'm not just talking about the GTA 5 or even GTA 4. I'm talking like the duration of the entire series. It's always been considered a game that eventually you can mod, on some level, and like once, and it happens, and that's what they do. And
it's so interesting too, because like I've been wanting for years to mod, and now I'm finally learning it to mod the game, and it really shows how special Grand Theft Auto really is. Now, Rockstar has squeezed the fucking juice out of the orange. You know, we're not like taking that away.
A long time ago, but you're still playing it. And there's a lot of other people still playing it. Or if they're playing modded, they're still playing it. They're just playing it modded.
Yeah, and even the RP servers. The RP servers are so popular right now.
For all of my shit talk, I want to make it very clear. Like, I will never say that like games like GTA 4, GTA 5 were not goddamn masterpieces.
Oh
like
my
that
God.
is never ever gonna hear me fucking. I'm pissed because Rockstar, basically up to the launch of GTA 5, was considered like one of the last good guy companies, right?
Absolutely.
Odie, oh my God. I'm like, do you want to go upstairs or what, dude? John, give a shout out to our sponsors here real quick. This dog is crying, dude.
Just real quick, guys. I just want to throw a shout out real quick to Rogue Energy. Use DD214 Gaming as your code for 10% off. I want to say what's up to Diamond Rock, who it seems like a lot of our DD214 gaming members have been going over there. Lots of fucking veterans over there. I also want to give a big shout out to the Wolfpack, Lean Sanchez Media, Blaze Online. Oh, dude, the list goes on and on and on, man. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna give a huge shout out to Jack Daniels right now, because Jack Daniels got me exactly where I needed to be right now, and I can't be any happier right now. I can't be any happier right now. I mean, give me a fucking That's the Minecraft drinking sound, by the way, guys.
Yo,
so.
dude, did you shout out fucking Rogue Energy yet?
I just did, just right now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, like in the span of time that I was gone, dude, like I just blasted like 3 rails of that shit off the fucking top of my fucking toilet. Dude, like, oh my god. I am fucking like hearing colors and like fucking tasting sounds right now, dude. It is amazing.
I'm not gonna, Jay, I'm feeling really good right now. My lips are a little numb. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty fucking good right now. This is a, and I just want to say,
I want to make it very clear that like our comments are in no way endorsed by the Federal fucking Drug Administration, like in any country
absolutely.
ever.
And I just want to give a big shout out to our producer Joe. He's not with us. He's very busy working on some of his endeavors, and we just want to say we love you, man. And we hope to see you again.
Absolutely.
Now this final gaming news that I have no more. The final gaming news that I have here, and then we're gonna go into like some really beautiful shit right after.
Fuck yeah.
The voice actor for GTA, oh my god, I'm like kind of like intoxicated, man.
You fucking virgin, dude. Oh my god. That's awesome, dude. Happy Easter. I love you so much.
Oh, dude. Hang on.
Are you good?
Yeah, I have to.
Come on.
Sean Fantano is okay, because we're in GTA news, and I mean, look, I love GTA. I love the things that they're doing. Fantano is coming out with a book called, and I love the title of this, Game Changer. My journey from the streets to your video game console. Now, if you don't know the story of this individual, he was a real-life gangster, and Rockstar Games hired him to be this character, to give a natural interpretation of this character that they were creating for the game.
Right.
Which, I mean, Jay, can we hate on the fact that they were trying to be so realistic with their characters that they hired actual gangsters to do the voiceovers?
Like actual fucking dudes who like fucking walk the talk, basically.
I mean, look, this guy probably killed a couple people. I don't know.
Jesus Christ, John.
This is not a stereotype. This is just what gangsters do. All right. I mean, you hear the stories. You hear the stories of these dudes, because so I grew up in an area called Union City, and next door was Jersey City. Right. And in Jersey City, there's an area called Greenville. Motherfuckers get killed there all the time. You can't even walk the street. You can't even take a piss silently outside without someone trying to rob you out there. Jersey City has tried its best to clean up, but Greenville was always that part of town.
That place,
yeah. And so what's very interesting about this is that it has been, the streets are, a lot of people underestimate the things that happen in the streets. I was not a gangster, but I was a witness to a lot of gangster shit.
Right. Well, which depending on what area or geographic region or metropolitan municipality you happen to grow up in and around, all across America, what you just said might hold true for like a very healthy goddamn chunk of the fucking population, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I was a gangster.
Right.
And it really brought the natural character in Franklin.
Right.
So, and again, the title of the book, My Journey from the Streets to Your Video Game Console, is a fantastic title. And this story was actually kind of interesting because he was talking about a time where on one of his first days on set, where he walked out on set because he was wearing a mocap suit and he was self-conscious about his body.
Right.
Which,
because he wasn't dressed how he wanted to dress.
Exactly. And for those who don't know, mocap suits are very tight. They're skin tight suits. They have a couple belts and buckles and stuff like that. They seem a little bit uncomfortable, but that's what the job entails. And so he didn't know that this character was going to have all this shit in it, right?
Right.
And he did the character, and he felt so uncomfortable that he walked out. And
then what happened? Like, he obviously did the video game. So like, what happened after?
So the director went to him and said, "I will have everyone wear a mocap suit to make you feel more comfortable." to make him to have him in an environment where he, you know, because I bet you money, half of those crew members were not in any shape to wear those mocap suits.
I've heard stories of people on set like where like everybody in the room in during a particular scene might strip down to their undies or possibly butt ass naked. Like Hollywood gets weird with that shit, man, where it's like they need their people, actors and actresses, as comfortable as possible. And if that takes the whole fucking room doing exactly what you're doing to make them feel like at ease doing whatever that particular thing entails, then that's what the fuck you do, man. Yeah. Like you got to keep the pussy wet, bro. I mean, I'm just saying, bro.
Spit on it a little bit and
you do what you got to do, homie. You do what you got to do, but by God, you got to get back in there, man. It's game time, homie. Yeah. It's game time.
You know, so, you know, the director came in, ordered everyone to wear the mocap suit, and, you know, the rest is history. And I think, you know, when I think about this story, you know, how different would GTA 5 really be if he wasn't Franklin, you know, if he was not Franklin Clinton? Would we still have the same natural and environmentally spoken gangster nature that you know, other characters don't have? So I think this is a plus, and especially for that director. Actually, let me get the name for you. GTA 5.
I'm kind of curious to read the book. I remember when I was a teenager, there was a book that I actually read several times, and it was called Monster, and it was the autobiography of an LA gang member, and it was by a guy named. His name used to be Cody Scott. It's not his name anymore because he changed his name after he converted to Islam in prison, but. You know, it's by the book is called Monster. It's by Cody Scott. And
Monster, did it turn into a movie?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Macaulay Culkin movie?
Oh, wait, what?
There was a Macaulay Culkin movie called Monster.
No, I don't think so. Are you talking about The Good Son?
No,
where he was a fucking little evil bastard.
No. There's a movie called Monster with Macaulay Culkin in it.
Oh, is it like after he got older? You mean?
Yeah. This was like 10 years ago.
Oh shit! What's that about? What's that one about?
I haven't seen it.
Oh.
I'm actually a Macaulay Culkin fan.
I am too. I haven't. I saw him. There was a movie like
he was in American Horror Story. He was fucking good.
I saw him in that movie where it was like about like the church crowd, and he was in like the wheelchair or whatever. I remember that movie. And I remember he did a really good job in that movie. That's like I have like just vague memories of it, but him doing a really good job. Like, wow, we totally just got fucking rabbit trailed, huh? How about that?
Listen, this is what podcasts are, right? I don't give a fuck. But good. This was actually a really like hopeful story about game developers and people who work with these people. I mean, because you hear the shit that you hear about Rockstar Games and even Mr. Fantano, who has said that Rockstar needs to step up the game a little bit, an actual main actor on the game saying this. I mean, it really goes to show. And, you know, with the loss of one of the Hauser brothers, you know, it's hard to say what's going to happen next. But, you know, it is what it is. And, I mean, look, we got some wild shit to talk about right now to end the show.
Oh, yeah? What we got? Listen. What do we got?
Okay, I don't want to say the name wrong. What's it called? The ship?
Moskva.
The Moskva has fucking sunk.
Hello there.
Okay?
Yeah.
The bitch is gone. Okay? And if you guys don't remember what ship this is the Russian warship that was told to go fuck itself. And this Russian warship has fucked itself.
It has officially fucked itself. It is like it's on a special submarine maneuver right now.
Is it really?
Well, yeah, it's at the bottom of the fucking Black Sea.
So at this point, are we expecting pieces of it to be recovered and stuff like that? Is that what?
I don't know. I don't even know if Russia has the fucking anything capable of doing that. I mean, this is just the latest.
It would be a risk for them to even go at that point, wouldn't it?
This whole operation war that they have just literally started from the Ukraine was attacked unilaterally, unfucking provoked. You know what I mean? Like just, and it has been such a fucking disaster for the Russians, it is like the proportions of it are just fucking comical. And it's you're talking about the flagship of the Black Sea Fleet, named after the capital, named after Moscow, right? That'd be like for us, it'd be like the USS Washington D.C., right?
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of the fucking name of that ship. So it's the fucking flagship of the Black Sea Fleet. It's named after your fucking country's capital, and for this thing to go down, you know, like in open water like that, to a country with no fucking navy. Ukraine does not have a fucking navy, bro. You just lost your flag. You just lost your fucking flagship to a country with no navy.
And here are some footage. Here's some night vision footage too. Now we don't know 100% sure that this is the actual footage, but we do know that if this is the footage, this is what it would look like.
This is basically, yeah. Like I'm glad you basically put that disclaimer out there. We have a couple of pieces of footage. It was reported that the strike happened at night, so the night vision video that John is showing you, could possibly be that it could possibly, and if a ship was on fire in the middle of the sea, especially like a battleship, that's what it would probably look like under nods. Like,
and that is a major explosion too. I mean, we're talking instant casualties. You know,
beyond instant. We're talking instantly catastrophic. Like instantly like.
And let's put aside the war. We're putting aside the war. We're talking about like
you're in the middle of the
humans.
You're in the middle of the fucking ocean/sea, surrounded by fucking dark ass cold fucking water. If you fucking survive the initial blast, good fucking luck, bro.
Yeah, and this is the footage.
There's certain reasons why like I never even contemplated joining the fucking Navy, bro. Like,
oh my
there's no
God.
fucking.
And this footage that we have here from Armed Forces on YouTube is showing a probable. Now, if this is actual footage of the explosion on the ship, this is what it would look like. Again, we don't have 100%.
We don't know. Especially considering that this is obviously taken during the day. Like, we don't have confirmation that either one of these videos is legit. Had like a direct strike, especially on the ammunition like portion of where all the ammo is stored on the battleship. This is what it would fucking look like when that fucking shit hit. And like, this looks like legit footage, at least, of a Navy warship taking catastrophic fucking damage.
It does look a lot like the ship. It does look a lot like the Moscow.
And I wonder too, a lot of the reports were conflicting. Russia is really good at like immediately throwing out like just spider webs of fucking disinformation. I remember for us right now, when we were recording this, it was like 2 days ago when it was initially reported, and it was initially reported simultaneously that the ship had been sank, or that the ship was definitely like hit with something.
Yeah.
And so like nobody even knew if it like sank or not. And then it just became kind of like this slow process to where now John and I have recovered a couple of pieces of video that we are not going to in any way claim either one of those videos is the Moskva. But
it does look a lot like it though.
It looks like it, and Russia has confirmed that the Moskva has sunk. That's them confirmed. They confirmed that the commander of the commander of the ship was killed in the initial blast. So there are certain things that even Russia is admitting, which means shit just got fucking real.
Yeah.
And like, congratulations once again to Ukraine for basically like just showing the world your middle finger and grabbing your dick at the same time collectively, dude. Like, thank you for like showing people what freaking fighting for your country actually looks like, and fighting back fucking hard.
Now,
like, goddamn good for all of you, dude. Fucking happy Easter to all of the those that celebrate in our proud sister country Ukraine.
Now, what does this mean? Like, what is the loss of this ship mean for Russia? What did they lose?
Well, a lot. It would be it's You're talking about damage, like a damage to a ship that currently right now they don't have one to replace it. Okay, so that by itself, right there, catastrophic fucking loss. Damage to fucking like esprit de corps and morale. Like that was your flagship. That was named after the freaking capital of the country. You know, to have that ship laying at the bottom of the Black Sea right now, probably with almost all of, if not all of her sailors, you know, is a catastrophic loss. You know, I mean, we're talking. I've watched a couple things on Reddit where they have Russian state TV footage, basically with captions of what they're saying, and the way the Russian state is trying to spin the story is. It's fucking off the wall, bro. Yeah. It's like some fucking Alex Jones shit, bro. Except
oh my god, like, right? Yeah,
it's like, it's like, dude, bro. It's like fucking some Alex Jones shit. Except it's like, imagine like that's what your fucking country is feeding you. Like that's like it's that hardcore. It's like that in depth. Like,
isn't it sad that we should probably be hearing from Alex Jones right now,
dude? The crazy part to me is that. Hindsight is fucking 2020, man. And I remember reading reports early, like way back in the day when I was way younger, like probably in my teens, definitely by my early 20s. I remember reading reports, you know, that the Russian military was not nearly as strong. You know, same with the Chinese army. You know, they're both paper tigers or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't say shit for the Chinese army right now because I know they've been reforming themselves for a couple of decades now, and like I'm not going to talk shit on China on this one. For the Russian army, it proved very, very much to be true.
Yeah.
And I guess watching them on the battlefield this last month against Ukraine has been month and a half. It has been extremely eye-opening. The last 50 days of just watching them get their shit pushed in on the battlefield.
I have to say, Russia is like this big.
They truly were a paper tiger. I mean, they really were.
Like Russia is like this fucking big, right?
Right.
And Ukraine is like this fucking big. And they're fucking like holding the fucking line.
They're getting hit. It's always easier to fight from a defensive posture. Okay? But the stakes get that much higher too.
Yep.
Because if you lose or you get overrun, that's fucking it. There's no more takebacks. Once you lose or you get overrun, like that's all you've got.
No,
so
that's very true.
But fighting a defensive war is very much in Ukraine's favor. They have good terrain. They have all kinds of stuff that go in their favor. And you know, I don't want to get too deep into the weeds on some of their battle strategies, but good God, have they been showing the world how to directly face off against a superpower, especially a superpower that is obviously just I don't even know how bad they are doing so catastrophically bad in the field battle right now.
It is so interesting.
I wouldn't even call it an army. They're not acting like an army. They're acting just.
And on top of that,
And then we're not even getting into the fucking war crimes they're committing like on the way out.
Oh my god!
Fucking,
like what happened at Bucha? Like what happened at Bucha? That was terrible.
They are just like Russia has lost so much goddamn face in the last 50 days, more face than they had lost in my entire lifetime before that, including the collapse of the Soviet Union. I'm talking like Russia has lost more face in the last 50 days. This is historic and like. Of epic proportion, bro. Like dead ass.
There is a legit war happening in our lifetime right now, and
they are getting face fucked. They are getting face fucked on the battlefield. They're like bukakied on the battlefield.
They're getting fucked up. And I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen, but whatever happens, we know for a fact that Russia got their fucking ass kicked. You know,
I know for a fact there's fucking Russians stretched out in broad goddamn daylight, fucking eyes big as golf balls, just fucking mouths hanging open, dude, like right now, and that gives me a fucking happy Easter fucking boner right now, dude. Like holy shit,
happy Easter, papa.
Yeah, fucking dos vidanja, fucking Ivan, pop, like night night, dude, night night.
What do we got here? Oh.
I don't know. What else?
The hip of Ukraine.
50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Our so-called leader.
A little Call of Duty for you, all right? We all know. Listen. And before we end the show, I just want to say what's very interesting about this whole thing. We have played video games that have featured some of these locations. Pripyat from Call of Duty, which is great, you know, because Russia did take the Chernobyl. Yep, they did take Chernobyl. And
dude, by the way, there's going to be a lot of Russian soldiers with fucking cancer soon because
oh my god, right?
When Ukraine fucking went back to Chernobyl, dude, they found like some of the fighting positions that they had dug around Chernobyl.
Oh
and
yeah,
these like highly irradiated dirt, dude. Like they were like, oh, like moving, not only moving around and like touching it, but like they were like just there, like sitting in it the whole time.
I'm not gonna lie to you. They have this program.
Bro, dude.
They have this program called Chernobyl Dogs. Dogs from Chernobyl. I want to get a Chernobyl dog.
Dude,
wouldn't you? Don't you want a Chernobyl dog?
This is like going so comically and catastrophically bad for Russia right now. Like, I don't know what the next play is because freaking like it really can't for Russia right now in the eyes of the world. It really can't get much worse.
I want a Chernobyl pet. I want a Chernobyl dog. I am willing to donate
like a goddamn radioactive fucking like.
I will. That will be
leg dog.
That will be my fucking my service dog.
With like 2 dicks.
And I'll name him Dog Meat, like the irradiated dog from Fallout.
Dude, one of my best friends in Tucson had like named his dog Dog Meat.
Yeah, Dog Meat. For those who don't know, Fallout is the name of the dog from Fallout.
Right.
So Dog Meat will be my Chernobyl dog if I could get one.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
But another location that has been heavily in the news is Donetsk, Ukraine, which is the war zone map. And it is the war zone map after the first time Russia invaded that fucking place, and I mean they're there now, so it's kind of interesting all this like
all these areas
pop culture shit that's connecting to this war right now. Because even games are even like, you know, there's even actually one of the former developers from the GTA RP group I'm in. We lost contact with him because he's from Ukraine.
Right.
You know,
he's probably fighting for his country right now.
Yeah, and let me tell you, for the civilians of Ukraine who never picked up a fucking gun before, but you're fucking throwing Molotovs and doing pistol whips at the Russians, fucking do your thing, homie. Do your thing, dude. And keep on. Because look, I'm looking at this Instagram page called fucking Ukraine, the Ukrainian war. It is raw, it is intense, and it is probably the best content I've seen all fucking
around,
year.
dude.
And this fucking Razor camera doesn't stop focusing. I'm gonna throw it out the fucking window.
Can we take a moment? Can we take a moment briefly, since we're like just on fucking Ukraine's dick right now, to fucking recognize like the man, the myth, and the fucking legend, goddamn President Zelensky, dude.
Zelensky.
Every fucking time I see this dude give a fucking interview, every fucking time I read a fucking news report about him, every time I see a fucking quote of his, whether he's talking to people from countries surrounding him, or the Baltic nations, or fucking NATO, or the goddamn EU, this dude probably has the single most massive pair of fucking balls in like the history of fucking humanity at this point, dude. Like this guy is
the streets of Kiev, bro.
Can I just fucking this is one of those guys where you just like stop. I'm not questioning anything. Like I'm fucking going with that guy because fucking he gets it. Like he just gets it, and I don't.
Heroes never die.
They don't like this man is going down in legend, dude. Like he bolstered not only his nation and gave his fucking country faith and hope. He did it to like the whole world is on this dude's fucking nuts, dude, right now. And like holy shit, dude, like President Zelensky, dude, like we fucking here at DD214 Gaming, we fucking salute you, bro. Like keep fucking doing what you're doing, cuz like holy shit, has like our country been waiting for that for a lot longer than a lot of people fucking want to admit. So, cheers, fucking President Zelensky, dude, from DD214 Gaming, dude. We love you. Dude.
That dude is he's killing the game right now. He's killing the game, and again, heroes never fucking die. So I mean, I wish we had a president like him, because if
legends never die, bro.
Let me tell you, I'm not trying to talk shit about the president. I'm not trying to get political, but I do not expect Joe Biden to put on the fucking Kevlar vest and walk the streets of Detroit.
Well, how the fuck can he? He's like 80 fucking years old, bro.
I mean, he's like, listen, all that time with what's his name, corn pop.
They make fucking generals retire, dude. They force generals to retire like at a certain age, dude. Like our president's like over a decade past that, I think. I just want to throw that. But, oh, by the way, in case you think I'm picking sides, the last president fucking was too. Yeah, so like,
Biden should know a little gangster tricks from this one dude.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys.
He ran a bunch of bad fucking boys, bro, okay?
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
Now listen, before we say
goodbye, my lover, goodbye, my friend.
Alright, before we say, the good old GB, we gotta throw out some shout outs real quick, alright?
Absolutely.
Rogue Energy. DD214 Gaming is the code. That's 10% off. You can't bust a nut. You can't eat ash. You can't eat the other side. Actually, you want to hear a funny joke?
You can't taste colors. You can't hear the smell of popcorn. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
If you want to experience taking off in a new level and in a new direction, Rogue Energy.
You see that Barry Noir got you lagging.
Man.
That shit got you lagging. That shit got you lagging, bro.
On my fucking happy Easter
we
morning.
also got to give a big shout out to Blaze 8 Online.
Fuck yeah.
80s Babies Gaming, the Paleo Giant. What? Holy shit, we got so many.
The Norse Mandalorian, our streamer.
The Norse Mandalorian. Hey man, I've been talking to him a lot this week, man. He actually had a really interesting clip that showed up that was actually really funny. I can't remember it off the top of my head because the whiskey's talking right now, but that's okay.
Hey, real quick, I do want to give a shout out, because since I'm not usually the one that kind of like, I want you guys to know, like, I do pay attention to the page like a lot more than you probably think I do. I see you all out there. I see the content you guys are putting out. I see what you guys are doing. Please keep it up. Me and John love you guys very, very much. This community is for you guys. It's for all of you to share with each other. Okay, and we want you to always keep that in mind. So we see you guys out there putting up content, putting up posts, asking for recommendations. Okay, like all of it, green to green, keep it up, and we love you here at DD214 Gaming. Freaking fuck yeah.
Too easy, man. And I mean, we're only out here for you guys. We're out here doing the damn thing. We're having a good time. So guys, make sure, leave voicemails, do all that stuff at dd214gaming.live. And I couldn't be more grateful. It's Easter. We're a little bit over a year, and actually, to be honest with you, we're a little more, for those who have been there since the beginning, we're a little over 2 years on this now.
Right.
Publicly, a little over a year now.
Right.
It's been very fun. It's been far from bittersweet. I've been having a good time. We've been having some interesting experiences, and I hope to make that trip to Kansas City again, because there's something special about that fucking place. So
Hey man, either you come here, we go there, we find a place in the middle to freaking meet halfway across the bridge.
Yeah, man.
I got the Rainbow Bridge is like where we will meet someday anyway. So
yeah, man. And so kick it off. It's the final thought.
Yeah, man. So, well, once again, and probably for the last time on today's episode, I just want to freaking wish everybody a very happy Easter. I hope you're having a good day. Here at DD214 Gaming, we don't like to be exactly like everybody else. We might ask a lot of the same things as other people ask of you, but we like to be a little bit different. So I'm not going to ask you for 5 minutes. I'm not going to ask you for 24 hours. I'm going to ask you for 168, because here at DD214 Gaming, we only get to meet once a week. So if you can hold out with me, I need you to chill out for the next like 6 days and however many hours it is before we come back and meet here at church next week. It's Easter Sunday, so I know for a lot of you guys, you probably are having the church experience right now. You're doing the Resurrection Sunday thing, and I hope all of your days are blessed for it. Our church here at DD214 Gaming is right here. This is what we do. You can find us here anytime, and we want you guys to find someone. And if it has to be us, if you are so far down the bottom of the barrel that it's us, I'm gonna ask you for a whole week. I need 168 hours from you. Right now, starting right now. Start the clock until we meet next week at the same time. Okay? I need that much time from you because I promise you within that week's amount of time, you will see two things. One, that you can make it not only another five minutes, but you can make it a whole week. And two, fucking no matter how bad shit is, it could be a lot fucking worse. And things in all probability are going to be starting to get a little bit better. Okay? We got this and we are here for you. Okay? If you are having a hard time, okay, if you are struggling, okay, if you have called several numbers on your phone and nobody is picking up, I want you to dial a number. It's 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK. Okay, take it very seriously. If you're on the other end of that phone, okay, I always say NCOs, but today, this week, since we're talking about Resurrection Sunday, and I'm pretty sure Jesus is probably holding a lot of people's hearts accountable right now. I'm going to remind you guys, if you're on the other end of that phone, you have a fucking duty and an obligation to answer it. Just because it's 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning, okay, and you haven't heard from a motherfucker in like 2 or 3 years, that is not an excuse to not answer that motherfucking phone. I don't care how tired you are. They're not calling for no fucking reason that goddamn late at fucking night. Take it seriously, okay? NCOs still in the military. I am especially talking to you. Suicides went up last year apparently. And right now they are as in 2022 they're not looking good. The trajectory and the trend right now is I'm not happy with it. I just got out in October, so this is a cause that is very near and dear to my heart. Call somebody. Somebody will answer their phone. If you are fucking like super fucking desperate, message DD214 Gaming on Facebook, message the fucking administrators. I am one of them. I will give you my personal motherfucking phone number. I will talk to you at 5 o'clock in the motherfucking morning, okay? As long as somebody fucking wakes me up or I get my phone freaking going to where I can answer that, I will give you my number and we can talk, okay? I will do something. If it's that goddamn fucking urgent, I promise you, future you will thank you, family will thank you, friends will thank you. Excuse me. And I really, really want to basically just kind of like share and put it out there that one of the reasons that me and John are so passionate about the final thought and preventing as many harmful acts as possible is because we're both survivors of it. And we have seen the ramifications and the ripples, you know, in the lake throughout time as time passes after events like this occur. Excuse me. So I don't want anybody to think that this is just some kind of an obligatory, like, you know, Friday formation freaking like see you next time. This is like no shit. Fucking call somebody. It's a big fucking deal because, you know, Jesus came back in 3 days, right? I ain't seen anybody fucking come back since. That's all I'm saying. So the ones that have left, as far as my lifetime is concerned, they've all stayed gone for good. And I would not want other people to ever experience that. And I think John would agree with me on that. Like we do not want people to experience that kind of tragic and devastating loss, especially suddenly when it occurs, and the ripples throughout time. A lot of that pain, like
it's happening every day.
It happens every day, and a lot of that pain just it don't go away, man. It affects lives. So many statistics change the minute that somebody completes the act of suicide. So I want everybody to take it very seriously. If you need help, fucking call somebody. If you're on the other end of the phone, answer your goddamn fucking phone. All right? And for everyone, it is Sunday. It is Easter. It's church. I want you guys to freaking crack open a beverage of your choice. Okay? Maybe smoke one of your smokes. kick back on the porch, put on a really good vibe and tune, man. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your day. I want you guys to be happy, be healthy, be safe, okay? And no matter what the fuck you do, always remember, Jesus hates a pussy, so don't fucking be one.
Guys, see you next week for another live episode of the DD 214 Gaming Podcast. Have a good week. Stay safe. Have a happy and safe Easter. Have a happy and safe 420. Have a happy and safe DD 214 game, but we're celebrating that next year, guys, just to get it right. So,
fuck yeah, John.
We love you guys. You take it easy.